Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me. This is Highway Blossoms Part 6. That's a 5 plus 1, that equals 6. Congratulations, that's math. Poke the toad around the upper iCard area, see the rest of the series, see where we're going, because Mariah may or may not know how silent auctions go. Tess is clinically depressed at this point. Marina, Marina and Amber are on some rocky road because Amber is being so dumb. Just communicate. Jeez. Literally just get a phone and communicate. Deal with it. And Joe is trying. Poor guy. Anyways, with that, let's get going. Go. Alright, here we go. I look back at Amber once, then head inside. She looks so confused and helpless out there, all by herself. Of course she does. I just got angry and stormed off. It's mean, but there's a big part of me that's actually happy that she is. How gross is that? But at least now she can feel it too. Ooh, turning that down, it's a little in my ear. What it's like to have no idea what the person you love is thinking. Maybe that was a little too harsh, though. Gah, whatever. Can't focus on nasty stuff right now. Gotta find some kind of gift for Tess. No matter what happens, this is her birthday, and we need to be there for her. With how sad she's been lately, we need to find something that will perk her right up. I slip into the crowd and follow the pretty girls in costumes until I'm deep inside the vendor hall. The further I get, the more it feels like the booths and tarps are multiplying. The people, too. There's enough sweat in here that I could feel like I could actually drown in it. Ew. This might be harder than I thought. Tess. But I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Fortunately, after treasure hunts and festivals, navigating crowds is easy peasy for me now. Amber would probably disagree if she were here, but I think I'm quite an expert at it now. Thank you very much. I'm afraid of getting distracted by chatting, so I try to avoid looking at the vendors and instead just focus on their merch. There sure is a lot of it. From adorable wooden coyote carvings. Oh yeah, your little moon coyote. To really out there art that my mom would shield my eyes from if she saw it. Oh. But none of it screams Tess. There are toy vendors and stuff, but Tess isn't into stuff like that. No kid is a regular kid, but she's definitely unique. I want to make sure we give her something that's unique. Thankfully, I don't have to zoom up and down the aisles for very long. It's about something that doesn't just catch my eye, basically yelling at me to stop. Nailed to the tippy-top booth if I weren't looking. May have not even noticed it at all. But all I need to do is take one look and know that it's made for Tess. Is it the license plate? Come on! A Kansas license plate with a flower! I must have it. Fearing off course, I swing over to the booth.
How much for the license plate?
I didn't mean to, but my hands slam on the table. Itty bitty timer on it falls over.
Ah, so I guess this thing really is a hot commodity.
So you have a lot in stock then. Thank goodness.
What a relief. This will make Tess positively positive.
Afraid not, Bubbles. Read the sign.
Bubbles? I look at the plate again. The license plater spells out JC Saves.
From God?
Oh.
You're my second customer of the day, not the second coming. The other signs. Plural.
This time I look at the wooden signs.
Silent auction. Oh, I know those! My school did them for fundraisers. He
puts finger to his lips and smiles. Even under his thick. Oh, even under his thick, round sunglasses, I could tell it's a real smile. I whisper.
I know those.
Good for you.
This'll make it easy then.
He unfolds a sheet of paper and smooths down the table. I stare down at it and look at the first road.
Someone's already bid on it?
Just a few minutes ago. Don't mean you can't, though.
Wow, talk about good timing. Must be fate.
I'll do it.
Oh dear. $1 isn't a lot. I can outbid that, no sweat.
But, how will we tell who's who? There's no name on it, just their bid.
Don't you worry your pretty little ponytail, or whatever it is. They used a black pin, so you'll just use a purple one.
Is it gonna be a bidding war? He slides a purple ballpoint out of his sleeve like some kind of crazy magic trick, tosses it over. With all the like sweating talk, and he just pulled it out of his sleeve, that makes me feel gross. Whoa, Mr. Fender is really slick with sweat. Ugh.
Get it? An extra silent auction.
Oh my god.
That's right.
I put the tip of the pen to the paper and write down my bid. 3 United States dollars.
Sorry, whoever you are, but there's a sad little girl who needs this a lot more than you.
Hey, all is fair in love and bidding wars. Battle ain't over yet, though.
He sets the timer right side up.
There's a little under an hour left in the auction. When this thing rings, it's all over.
Red timer and give him a quick nod.
Okie dokie. I'll make sure to check in before that. See you soon.
Try not to smile too much as I walk away. Tess is gonna love this. Can't get too excited just yet, though. It's still an auction after all. You never know what could happen in 15 minutes. That's a little terrifying. Back to the trio.
Hey, freak! What the hell is this?
Murray glared at the second row on the paper.
Shh.
Murray slapped his finger away from his hushed lips. That's really close slap. Like,
Give it a rest! I asked you a question!
Don't know what to tell ya. Answer's right there on the page.
Yeah, but there can actually be other weirdos on this rock who collect these things. They're scrap!
One man's trash.
Is another's pain in the ass. God, what a pain in the ass.
It's just $3. Not hard to beat, right?
Do I look like I fell off the money tree to you, pal?
she brought herself to look at the new bid again. It's written in purple. What a stupid color. An ugly color. In fact, it was the worst color, Mariah decided, right then and there, even though her bra is very clearly a plum. The handwriting, too. She wanted to spit on it. So nice and pretty and neat and blah, disgusting. The kind of handwriting you see from a teacher's pet, a real slouch. But the thing about the slouches of the world, they can't stand straight. They're closest to the ground, easier to knock down. I don't think there's anything straight about Marina, but whatever. Someone with a handwriting this compact, who twirls their threes, is in the middle. They must be meek. It's overcompensation, something Mariah was quite familiar with. Wouldn't be hard to intimidate them. Get them to back down right here and now. Put the black pen in paper and stand smashing it into the paper. 40 minutes remained. Marina! So this is literally just
jeez.
popping.
This is, a little intense.
I can only wince every row. From the third to the fifth has been overtaken by violent, scratchy lettering. All with just one number. Jeez. 10. The bidding price has jumped from 3 to 10. Escalation.
Seems you developed a bit of a rivalry, huh?
I didn't mean to.
It's true, I didn't.
I have a feeling this person would have been angry at anyone's bid.
Try not to be a judgmental person. Everyone has their own lives and issues to go alongside them. But I know exactly the kind of person who would try to scare someone else when something doesn't go their way. You mean Mariah? A bully. Yeah, you mean Mariah. There's a lot of ways to deal with bullies. Not all of them are helpful. Some of them even make matters worse. So the best thing to do is stand my ground. To let them know that no matter what, they don't have any control over me. 35 minutes left. I'm surprised you guys are...
Oh, they're mocking me!
I'm surprised you're not running into each other.
Seems like they're just playing by the rules of the auction to me.
You must be as blind as you are slazy!
11. Snatch the paper. Shove it in his face.
What's that look like to you?
A little smiley face.
The written form of $11.
Oh.
The written form of...
That's part of it, but look closer. That is a smiley face! A smiley face! Can you believe that crap? Whoever did this didn't just bid one more dollar to flex. They wanted to teach me a lesson.
So what are you gonna do?
The more I thought about it, it was a direct attack on her pride. Purposeful, too. If she had to fight for what little remained of her dignity and her sister, then so be it. She would go for the jugular.
What I always do. Win.
20 minutes remained.
Excuse me, is it okay if I ask you something?
Mr. Vendor takes a deep breath on his vape. The steam streams out of his mouth like a fog. Never actually seen someone do it in real life before, but it smells kind of like rotten bubblegum. I don't think I like it.
Ask away, Bubbles!
What's this crossed out word right here?
Pick up the paper and point at it. Altogether it says... It says F you.
Well, it's a message from the other bidder. Bit too profane if you catch my drift, so I scratched it.
Profane?
Wait. I gasped out loud that so loud that Mr. Vendor jumps.
They didn't! That's so mean! Mean!
I've only used that word a few times in my life, and I'll never use it like that.
All I want to do is make my friend happy. She's been so sad lately, but when you're little like that, no one ever really cares if you are. But this person is just being a giant jerk about it, Mr. Vendor.
Now that I cannot deny. But they did raise the bet.
By 1 cent? Is that even allowed?
Only if it makes things interesting. And this seems like that.
It's not, though. It's just stressful.
We're not even bidding that much money, so why is this person taking it so seriously? Unless they don't have a lot of money. I mean, they did start the bet at $1. That's not a lot. If they were a collector, they'd probably bet a way higher price and make sure no one else took it. There's so many numbers in this. It's like they almost scared to go over 20. If Amber were here, she'd probably try to end this by throwing down 100. Be extreme. But we have the money for it. Yeah, but don't spend it fruitlessly. But if I did, she would probably just tell me that I was irresponsible. It's so easy for her to nitpick me, but not herself. Actually, you know what? This isn't about Amber. It's about Tess. Grab the purple pen, smooth out the creases in the paper.
Gonna keep going?
Until the end.
Get it. Finish writing my new bid, and look at the timer. You're a big girl, Marina. You can handle this. You can get Tess her present, and you can show Amber you're more than capable.
I'll be right back, Mr. Vendor. Just gonna take one last stroll around.
If I make sure not to go very far, I can catch this bully in the act. There's only 10 minutes left. There we go, I was about to say. Finally run into each other. Mariah could no longer contain the seething rage within her. She felt the soles of her feet to the tips of her split ends.
Oh. So they want to die.
Sister, if you're gonna commit murder, could you possibly do it in front of one of the other booths? Thank you.
She ignored him, possibly didn't even hear him. Instead, she just murmured to herself.
$19. That's all their life was worth, huh?
The bet was too precise. Her opponent, this villain, this terror, this scourge, this dick, they had to have known she only had a 20 on her. This new bet was geometrically calculated kick in the nuts.
Listen, I don't want to throw off the vibe, but if there's gonna be trouble, then I'll need to ask you to leave.
I'm not going anywhere! Not until I win this thing or bust up their face.
5 minutes remain. Oh my god.
I'm so mad.
Why didn't you stay close? I stopped around the corner, headed straight back to the silent auction booth. Maybe it's not the truest thing in the world, but I like to believe that every stranger is good at the heart. This person, I'm not sure. They made someone else's bad day even worse.
I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
I'll make this quick.
Mariah stood in front of the booth, cracking her knuckles. She would have gotten upset over this any day of the week, but the fact that was supposed to be for Tess made it extra personal, even if the other person had no idea, no way of knowing. Well, they would know after this. She would make sure of it.
Oh, I'm gonna kick their ass!
Yeah, you are. I march like a soldier.
And after that's taken care of,
Mariah waited impatiently.
And once that's over with,
I'm gonna win!
I'm gonna win!
I spot the booth, and there's like a split second where I feel like a muscled up superhero or a pro wrestler. Then I see it. A chili pepper red bandana, attached to long blonde hair, and a jumpsuit. Oh my god, that's Mariah.
Mariah! It's been forever!
Oh my god, you're just crying. Happy tears start rolling and I start strolling directly to her. It's not every day that you see a friend that you didn't see every day. It's like I was never even angry to begin with. She must be happy too, because the second she sees me, her expression changes from sour to, well, she's sort of hard to read, but I can't be anything but happy. There's a teeny pause after I run up to her. She just kind of looks at it, but I'm so excited that I don't do anything but jog in place.
Hug?
Oof. She must have been drinking. I can smell it all over her breath. She absolutely needs a hug. I dive in and give her a big, long hug. Her clothes are stiff and a little smelly, so I try not to breathe, but I hope it does her some good. She's always arguing with Joe, and I know when I argue with Amber, all I really want is a hug. She doesn't hug me back. Not that I really expected her to. Just kind of stands there like a tree.
Hey, other one?
Other one.
It's Marina.
Yeah, whatever you just said.
Same old Mariah. I have no idea why her and Amber don't get along. They're so similar. I break away from her, then just stare at her and smile. She wrinkles her nose.
I'd ask what you're doing here, but I guess it's not really that surprising, huh?
The only thing that's surprising is that you and your worst half are crazy enough to drive all the way out here because of the brat.
Oh no, anything for Tess. You guys could be in Timbuktu, and if it meant we could meet up, we'd make our motorhome float.
Gross, but thanks. I guess. The kid'll appreciate it. Things have kinda been on the rocks lately.
She looks up at the JC Saves license plate like she might be able to pray it in her hands when she's not paying attention. Mr. Vendor's jaw pretty much drops that to the table. He points back and forth. But why? Why is he... Oh crap. Crappity crap crap crap. Mariah's the other better. Oh god, this makes way too much sense now. The scary numbers, the escalation, the harsh words.
Got a problem?
What? No, of course not. Stop being so silly, Mariah.
Well, I got a problem.
Oh no, does she know I was the other better? If she finds out, she'll totally kill me. She'll use my bones as toothpicks, my scrunchie for floss.
Really?
All I can do is smile. Maybe if I smile, she won't catch on. Mariah's sharp, like a rusty nail. She'll absolutely see right through me, just like when we played poker.
Sure do.
Not even sure those were words. They came out more like a growl.
And it's with the no good,
Here it comes.
lousy,
Please don't eat me, Mariah.
yellow-bellied,
I hope Amber finds my remains one day.
slouch who's trying to outbid me for that crusty old license plate I'm nabbing for my sister.
Thrusts her arm out and points a single claw at the license plate. Her cheeks puff out in frustration, and for the first time, Mariah doesn't seem so scary. Does she really not know it was me? Amber always said that Mariah was dumb as a sludge when she was born from, but I don't think that's true. Maybe she's just not that perceptive is all. Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth, shall we?
It's a good gift for her.
We both turn and look up at it together.
Do you think it'll make her happy?
Sure, it's her birthday. She would deserve a gift regardless, but I think it's more important than usual that she gets something that makes her happy. That's the whole reason I've been so intense about getting her something.
Nope.
Huh? Then why are you...
Because there's a difference between being happy and getting someone to smile, you ditz. Ah, crap, I said the quiet part out loud again.
Aww. The quiet part doesn't even bother me. Every single one of my brothers and sisters have called me something worse. Even the 5-year-old.
So, are you going for the smile then?
Hey, look at you with the brain cells and junk.
She sighs and then hides it with a frown. With a yawn. Words and stuff. She sighs, then hides it with a yawn. Then sighs again. Oh, she really is like Amber. She has trouble expressing herself and everything. Though it's cuter when you don't have to date the person.
But yeah, I am. I don't got what it takes to make her happy, and if I'm being real, I don't think anyone does. The kid's destined to be miserable, just like the rest of us.
Aww.
Oh, I don't think that's true at all. Everyone has the chance to be happy. Sometimes it just takes some work. Maybe some support from people you know love you?
I nudge her with my elbow. Little hint, hint, from one big sister to another. Her face scrunches up, just like she just smelled something funny. Snap my elbow back into place.
You really believe that crap?
Sure.
I guess that makes you special then, huh? You've got a perfect little life and you're always happy.
Well, no. Not always.
Something inside me tenses up.
Is it even most of the time?
It's kind of feeling I get late at night when Amber's asleep and I just turn over to look at her. My emotions always get all jumbled up during those times.
Not lately.
Well, look at her and be in love, but recently I've only been able to think about how she might be better off without me. How she might be happier, less annoyed.
That's what I thought. Eventually, everyone's like that. Soon enough, it'll be Tess's turn.
Really wish I didn't have to hear this. It's a terrible way to look at the world. Just want to plug my ears until she's done with it. The worst thing that could happen is if I actually started to believe her.
But if I can stave that off a little longer, so she doesn't have to deal with it yet, then I guess I'll have done something kinda useful.
My heart dances and I feel my mood perk up with it. So she's not a Debbie Downer after all. Just, 90% of one.
I don't think you actually believe that, Mariah.
Eh? How about you get a little closer and tell me what it is I believe?
Whoopsie daisy, time to course correct.
Well, it's just that even if you say all that stuff, you obviously care about her. I'm always worried about my brothers and sisters. About whether they're safe, staying out of trouble, and helping each other when they need it. When you share blood, it's just something that happens.
Yeah. Maybe.
Blood is bullshit. Whole stupid notion of it. I know. Me and the squirt only share half of it.
Really?
It doesn't matter if we share the same spit. It doesn't matter that she's my sister. All that matters is that she's Tess, and that's all the reason I need to want to help.
Aww.
So get out of my face with that family bond garbage, will ya?
Eesh, so intense. Oh, alright. 1 second. Had to plug in. My computer was dying. But that's fixed now. Yay! But I think I might get what she's saying, even if I don't agree with all of it. You can't see DNA, so whether you're family or not doesn't really factor into whether you actually like the person. Lucky for me, I like all of my family. And Amber. And Tess. And I think I even like Mariah too. Joe's on his own.
1 minute left in the auction!
Mr. Vendor calls out from his booth, trying not to look at me while also trying to speak to me. He must have seen how scary Mariah was.
Heh. Guess that other guy was too chicken shit to show their dumb face after all.
Mariah rushes over to the booth and grabs the black pen.
I would still like to tear them a new one, though. Oh, I'm gonna be dead broke because of their ass.
Think I'm gonna let Mariah have this one. It seems like it's more important for Tess to get it from her than me. Me and Amber will have to figure out something else to give her. While Mariah's scribbling on the paper, I take the chance to step away. It's time for me to get back to the booth. Pretty sure I'm about to reach my limit, but we'll see how much more of it I can take. If only I could be a little braver and speak my mind to Amber, like Mariah. Her voice echoes out from behind me, breaking through the thick crowd.
Yeah! I win! In your dumb face, sucker! Come at the queen and you better not miss!
That's cute. Well, maybe not too much like Mariah. Back to Amber. Hours later, there's a huge crowd around our table. Our table? Our table? Amber. Amber, Amber, Amber. No, 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 no. No. When Marina came back empty-handed from shopping for Tess, she was met with dozens of hungry customers. There was more people than I had ever expected to attend this convention in total, waiting with cash in hand and demanding to be fed. The line was so long that it seemed stretched most of the way through the already tightly packed hall. Fortunately, they're all in line for the alien burger stand and set up a couple booths away from us. Their line was so long that it dwarfs the number of small vendors' queues.
How about a snack while you wait in line? We've got homemade marshmallow treats.
Oh, no thanks. I'm trying to eat healthier.
Oh.
There's more to life than burgers. Like dessert. Who doesn't love sweets?
I don't.
Contrary kid. Bless her heart, Marina doesn't give up. She's been at it for a while. After failing to get a hold of Tess, I told her that she should just go enjoy the con herself. I even offered to go with her again, but she's chosen to stick around here. A handful of customers, but total sales so far wouldn't even buy the three of us lunch. None of us really acknowledge it, but I'm sure we're all aware. Cassie at least doesn't seem too upset. That or she's doing a good job of hiding it. Finally, I get tired of just standing around and need an excuse to stretch my legs a bit. Amber taps me on the shoulder.
I'm gonna go get some water. You want anything?
Like a million different things come to mind. A million different snarky answers. I want a lot of things, Amber. Is what I want to say.
I'm good, thanks.
She leaves. Everything sucks. Our stupid booth sucks. These customers suck. This convention sucks. Why? My brain screams at itself for the 1000th time. Did you agree to this? Because, I answer, it's not like Amber will listen. I guess it's not like I could have known that Amber would remember the super hot girl who ran into exactly one time in her life. Facts. Oh, wait. Could have known that Amber would remember the super hot girl that she ran into exactly one time in her life. Yep. And even less likely that she'd be the only other person in the world who Amber actually likes. But of course, against all odds, that's what happened. Congratulations, Marina. You finally got your big Las Vegas jackpot. I think I've done an okay job of keeping my cool. I'm pretty sure Amber doesn't even realize I'm upset. That's part of the problem, too. No, she doesn't if you communicate it, though. Communicate. Just talk. The one time that there's something I want to do, and of course Amber can't help but remind me at every turn that she doesn't want to be here.
Hey.
Cassie. Oh no. Please don't try to talk to me. Not alone. I Showdown with Amber. I look back, hoping that she's talking to a customer or someone else. No, she's looking straight at me.
Do you want to sit down? Chair's open.
Oh, sure.
Sitting down, comfort, right. Those things exist. I try to come up with a good reason to say no, even as I'm nodding and walking behind the booth. I sit down. Smooth out my skirt. Crack my knuckles. Look at the floor. Look at my shoes. Look at everything except Cassie because I know she's looking at me and I don't want to make eye contact.
So, thanks for all your help.
Don't mention it.
Literally, please don't.
Those were legitimately the best marshmallow treats I've ever had, too. If I ever make them again, I'm going to use your trick.
Thanks.
That actually makes me pretty happy to hear. Not that I'm going to tell her that.
Yours were pretty good, too.
I'm not lying, they were fine. They just weren't as good as mine. And they were better than Amber's.
Thanks. I've had a bit of practice. Not as much as you, though, it sounds like.
You an only child?
Nah, I've got a little brother back home. Just the one, though. He's 14.
What's he like?
He's a real shithead. I love him, though. Apparently, he's really good at football, so that's what he's focusing on.
One of my brothers plays football, too. Although between us all, I think we have, like, every major sport covered.
What's your major sport, Marina?
You play any?
Nope, I'm not really.
Good at stuff? You're good at a lot of things.
Athletic, I guess.
Yeah, me neither. So, what is your thing, then?
Huh? What thing?
Like, what are you into? Not sports, apparently.
Oh, I like traveling and camping. Outdoorsy stuff.
That's how you and Amber ended up together, then?
Yeah, something like that.
Bothers me, but the answers I gave don't really feel right. Don't really love those things, do I? It's fun, sure, but they're still Amber's hobbies. I'm just along for the ride. I think about that. I get a funny feeling in my stomach, like a pit just opened up and I'm falling inside of it. It's pretty much the worst place in the world to have a panic attack, so I distract myself with the first thing that comes to mind.
What about you? I have no idea what it's like living in a city where stuff like happens.
It's not all it's cracked up to be out here. that's for sure. I moved out here a couple years ago because I thought the same thing, but turns out that the idea of living in Las Vegas is way different than the real thing.
I can bet.
Where'd you move from?
Cassie smirks.
New Mexico. Albuquerque, specifically.
Ugh, so you can relate then.
Totally. I didn't really have anything going for me here, but I didn't have anything going for me there either.
Fair?
So I figured, what the hell? I may as well make a change and do something with my life.
So you came out here?
Yeah, dumb, right? Nothing really changed, though. Guess I brought my problems with me.
I don't think that's dumb. I'm here for practically the same reason. Just took the first chance to get the heck out of where I was.
And that was Amber?
I won't say no, that I just happened to meet Amber along the way, but...
Pretty much. I didn't get very far. If my dad had come to get me or something, then I'd probably still be there right now.
Seems like you two take good care of each other.
Me and my dad?
No, you and Amber.
Duh, of course you meant Amber, you dummy.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
If Amber was here, I'm sure she'd say something about how she's the one who takes care of me. Which, I mean, isn't entirely wrong. Yeah, it's not, but it's not entirely true either. But if Amber was here, I'm sure she wouldn't understand why.
So, where are you two heading after you leave Vegas?
The girl never stops talking, does she? But the moment I feel annoyed by that, I feel bad too. She's just trying to be friendly. It's not her fault that things are weird with me and Amber. And besides, maybe they're not. Maybe it's just in my head and I'm the weird one. I should be happy that Amber's made a friend for once. Doesn't change how I feel though. It doesn't, and if you talked about it, I'm sure you'd be able to find a mutual understanding. It's so wrapped up in my thinking that I almost forget to respond.
Oh, I'm not sure yet. We don't ever really plan anything. We just sort of figure it out as we go along.
That's whimsical.
Anywhere that you really want to see someday?
A couple of places, I guess. Like New York and those big cities. I've never been to the other side of the country. Ooh, or San Francisco, just because it always looks so nice in movies. Or maybe Portland.
What's in Portland?
It just looks pretty.
Can't argue with you there.
Plus, it has a lot of gays. Portland has gays. Very gay-centric. Not as much as where I live. It's literally the lesbian city. Sit back down and I check my phone. Just for something to do with my hands. No new messages. Keep hoping Tess will text me back. Does it say something about me that the person I text most is an 11-year-old? Maybe. But I don't want to know what.
I've always wanted to see New York too. I feel like that's what real cities are supposed to be like. Skyscrapers and subways and millions of people.
Dirt and grime and smelly trash everywhere. Because that's New York. Like, it literally has a distinct smell. Ugh. I didn't like that, but... Gonna be honest, if you ever want to go visit a city, visit Boston. It's awesome. Just come visit Boston.
Right? Honestly, that's what I thought Las Vegas would be like.
Disappointed with the reality?
Only a little.
Well, that makes two of us again. Why not ask Amber to go check out one of those places? If you two don't ever have a destination in mind.
Maybe.
She sure does bring up Amber a lot.
Speaking of, I wonder where she is. The vending machine isn't that far away.
Who knows?
I don't mean to be snappy with her, but it comes out that way. I hope that maybe my tone went unnoticed, but I can tell by the way Cassie raises her eyebrows that it did. Nice going, Marina. You're on a roll today. Still seconds after saying her name, Amber appears from around a different corner than the one she went down. Why does that make me so nervous? Marina and Cassie are both right where I left them. As are every single item we have for sale. Yep. before we get deeper into this, I think I'm going to stop it here because we just changed perspectives. All three girls are back together, and I feel like something's going to pop. There's going to be a pop soon. So, come back, see what happens, see what blows up, what doesn't blow up, and hopefully, they finally see each other and talk to each other and communicate. Also, for being Tess's birthday, why didn't Marina just go, "Hey Mariah, do you know where Tess is?" You know? Just any sort of communication on any front from any of them would probably do wonders. And this poor 11-year-old, I really wonder what in the world is going on with her. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. You'll notice I actually did a new outro, which is cool. I've got the artist's information down below as well. It's really fun. I hope that you enjoy. Let me know what you think about the old outro, and also let me know what your thoughts are about what's going to blow up first. Is it going to be the trio, or is it going to be this gay girl trio? On which trio is it going to be? Alright, with that, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!